just wanted to share like 1 minute story. There was a teacher, he walked into the class, he was talking about the same topic I'm going to talk about today. And he said to the students, he said, boys, do you know that purpose of mountains and volcanoes is to stop or reduce earthquakes? And a student raised hand, he said, sir, if the purpose of mountains and volcanoes is to reduce or stop earthquakes, how come you find more earthquakes near mountains and volcanoes than anywhere else on earth? Teacher said, all right. And he didn't answer the question, but instead he asked another question. He asked, can you tell me the purpose of hospital? And students said that the general purpose of a hospital is to cure patients. He said, okay, if the purpose of a hospital is to cure patients, then how come we find more patients in the hospital than anywhere else on earth? Those who understood the point, good on you, and those who don't, think about it.
Good point.
Okay. So, welcome. Okay. My name is Abdul Halim Zahid, and I'm your class fellow, as you know. And today I'm going to talk about a presentation topic which is about natural disasters. And I'm from Pakistan, and my highest level of studies is engineering and electronics plus telecommunication. So today I'm going to talk about volcanic eruption. What is volcanic eruption? I'll explain about the definition and everything will be coming on. So, okay, here's the introduction. In introduction, I'm going to tell you about what this presentation is actually about. There are lots of things you already know about volcanoes, that what they are. You see them on TV, and I don't think that any person here who don't know about volcanic eruption. But I'm going to talk. It is a vast subject. You can write like books and books on this topic, but I'm going to point out just few of them. That people normally only know the disadvantages of volcanic eruption. I'm going to talk about their advantages as well. And I will also tell you about what is their impact on global warming, how they are affecting our environment. And I'll tell you about a special case, that how a single volcanic eruption destroys the whole planet life form. And at the same time, I'll talk to you about how this is the point people normally don't know about, that how we cannot exist without them. They are volcanic eruption. You can think of this just as sun. We are here on earth living just because of sun. If we don't get energy from sun, we cannot exist. But at the same time, sun can destroy us all. So it's our greatest friend, at the same time it's our greatest enemy. So it's the same case here. Okay, before I move on, I want to give you a real life example. I really hope that this video works. Okay, just let me. Yeah, it will work. Okay. It happened that in Colombia, there was a town name I forgot. Just a second.
Armero?
Yeah, that's the one, you know.
Armero.
Good man. Thank you.
Juan Pablo is actually he's from Colombia originally.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, what happened in this town, there was a volcano nearby this town.
Navarro Ruiz.
Yeah, thank you again. Yeah, if I go wrong about something,
No
please
worries,
let me
I
know.
can do it.
Yeah, it will be helpful. Yeah,
No worries,
okay.
mate.
So what happened that uh, the scientists noticed that volcano started erupting gases, which was the sign that it's gonna blow soon. But they cannot tell that when this will happen. Okay, they came to the town people and they went to the government and they said that this is the case. This town had more than 23,000 people living there, and they were living very happily their life and everything was going on.
I knew the town.
Sorry?
I knew the town.
You knew
You've been there?
Yes, I knew the town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so just a second. A little bit of technical. I cannot. Yeah. Okay. It's here. Okay. So. Okay.
Lives far away from the guerrilla war that had plagued the rest of Colombia.
Just a second, sir. I'm so sorry about this technical problem.
और efficiency दिखाना
Actually, I don't want to play
Yeah,
audio
but
with this one, so that we don't waste time. Because if I play audio, I cannot skip it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so
The people lived quiet lives, far away.
okay. So this is the town. As you can see, like people are working. They had many crops and they were living kind of normal life. And what happened? Those people went to government and these people and the scientists said that it's gonna happen, but we don't know when it's gonna happen. It can happen tomorrow. It can happen within 2 or 3 years. This was the volcano. So people said if this did not happen for like centuries, it's not gonna happen. You're just like we cannot leave our home just because of that, and government kind of supported them as well because. They cannot put these people as refugee for years, and this happened within weeks, and it destroyed everything. Out of those 23,000, more than 20,000 people died, and almost nothing left there, and it was because of this muddy water and everything. So. There were so many bodies that people were even thinking of them as rocks, but they went there and they came to know that. So this is what the volcanic eruption can do. And this town was miles and miles away from that place, so from the volcano. Okay, so. What is volcanic eruption? As you can see in definition, what happens when the core of our earth gets warm, very warm, it starts producing gases. And those gases, they act as a pressure cooker, because when those gases become warm, they start melting the sides of inner earth and more lava produce. And those gases push lava to get away from like that place. So, and Earth finds like weakened points, which we know as volcanoes, to erupt them. And as you can see in this video, that they are really dangerous. And some people think they are the most beautiful thing on Earth. Yeah. Okay. These are the type of volcanic eruptions. Actually, they are interrelated to each other, but tephra is it's actually proclastic materials which are from ashes to volcanic bombs, which can be as large as, like, I can widen my hands, so that much. And proclastic flow, it is Actually, it's a gaseous material, which is a combination of gas and ash, and it flows. Normally, it flows from mountain like a landslide, and its speed can be up to 700 miles per hour, and it destroys everything. And it's like melting plastic. So you have, I'm sure that most of you know what happens if you touch like melting plastic. It has same kind of thing. So it burn your houses, your skin within seconds. So nobody can live in this. Okay, then lava. Lava is kind of magma, which is the fourth type of matter, and it's neither solid nor liquid. It's something in between that, and it can be as warm as up to few thousand degrees. Laharas. These are. It's actually proclastic flow plus water, and it's like a flood, and its speed can go up to 100 miles per hour, and it acts as tsunami. It destroys everything which comes in its way. Normally, it happens on glaciers because when volcanic eruption happens, the glacier melt, and the both things get to proclastic material and water get together, and they make disaster. And the plume is, I don't know, so is it plume?
Yeah, plume.
Plume, yeah, okay. Plume is actually gases. Because if you see some volcanoes, what happened in mega volcanoes, they erupt huge amount of gas straight towards this atmosphere of Earth. This is known as plume. And people think among all of them, this is the least harmful plume, but actually it's the most harmful one. I'll explain it later. Okay, then volcanic eruption, how it's affecting global warming. Think of Earth like what is Earth? It's a ball. And there is another ball around it, which is surface, which is atmosphere. And in this atmosphere and Earth, there is a linear formation of temperature. Like temperature decrease or rises.